Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Today we're doing what if Goku was overpowered, and we left off at Goku winning the tournament again and becoming the strongest man in the world and recognized as such, because I don't know how this nigga, who his name is, I think it was his Satan, yeah, like Satan, well, the human Satan, anyways, Satan got how people forgot that what Goku did. So people's gonna always recognize Goku as the strongest fighter in the world, and then they're gonna say like Satan the second strongest, not even close to Goku. So now let's start off where we left off in the original. So this is where Goku marries Bulma and Chi Chi, and remember Bulma has a sister that's for Vegeta, and yeah. So boom, so they get married, and Goku goes in the middle of nowhere, and they build like a new capsule corporation out there. Now, one thing I failed to mention, that the technology in on Earth is way more advanced. They colonized the moon to be livable, and they have gotten to Mars, and let's say no one lives on Mars. They colonized Mars too, so the Earth has expanded to 2 planets. So some people live on one planet, some people on the other. But they decided to stop from there because there's probably more inhabited planets that they should not go on. Because let's say humans are not stupid like we are, and they wouldn't go and destroy the world. Okay. So let's start to go. So the start of Dragon Ball Z. Now, the time skip happened, and Goku is still. His power level is 1 billion by now, but like, it's 1 billion point 35. 1.35 billion is his power level. His power level right now. So, yeah, he didn't do that much training in between these years, mainly because he has a family to raise. So yeah, but he did unlock a new form, and it's probably not what you thought it was. so, anyways, now they still go to the common house, but this time Bulma and Chi comes to the common house with Goku. Bulma carrying a boy and Chi carrying another boy. But they're all fine. They didn't use the Nimbus mainly because both Chi and Bulma can fly and use ki. And they have scouters too, so like, scouters are basically technological phones. Anyways, so they get to Common House, and everyone meets up, and they meet Gohan and Bardock Jr. Yeah, I really thought, yeah, Bardock Jr. is the best name for Bulma's child. So Bulma's child is Bardock Jr. because it was engraved in one of Goku's ships. And they thought it was some name for the ship, or there was Guinea, and then it was Bardock, because it was a Guinea and Bardock ship. They saw Bardock, and yeah, meh. Anyways, so this is where Raditz comes to Earth. Now, here's the iffy thing. Remember, Raditz is a high class Saiyan, but she's nowhere close to Goku. But the problem is, would Goku spare Raditz? And I would say yes, Goku would spare Raditz. But let's get into this to see what's actually gonna happen. So Raditz will still come, and then as he's scouting, he finds a power level of 1 billion, and it registered it went past 1,000,000, and before it broke, it had a 1B, and which stands for 1 billion. So he instantly knew it was Kakarot because from a young age he had 999,000. So he was just on the brink of 1,000,000. So he guessed that Goku was training, but he didn't understand why Goku didn't destroy the planet. And mainly because even when he was a kid, he was really, really unhinged. So it didn't make any sense to him why Goku did not destroy the world. But then it sparked in his mind. Goku probably bumped his head or something, because if that happened or something shocked him and rewarded his Saiyan biology, so he would be kinder, it would make sense that Goku didn't destroy the world yet. So Raditz got over to Goku. But this is one thing that would change. Remember I told you the Saiyan royal system is based on power and based on power. No, Goku would technically be the king of all Saiyans. So, cause he was stronger from birth, stronger than Vegeta, but it was that he was not old enough to become the king. Cause you can't make a baby a king, so meh. And remember, Goku still has his tail, and his tail is not a liability to him, like it is for Saiyans. Goku will use his ape form merely out of, he would barely use it, to be honest. When Raditz appeared, he would see Goku, and well, no, he would see Goku. Goku would kind of recognize Raditz because remember, Goku did have some memories of Raditz. But when Raditz, he would have a whole different tune. Because remember, I told you, Raditz adored his little brother. He was more powerful than Raditz from birth, and Raditz was a high class Saiyan at the time. Well, he is now still. So he would be exceptionally nice to his brother. He would say to him, "Dear Kakarot." No, Goku would know this name. It was his name after all, but he never really registered it as his name. He registered it as his last name, so it was Goku Kakarot. And then, like, yeah, it was a weird last name, but it was engraved on his pod, so you thought it was a family name. So, cause it didn't sound right to be a first name. So Grandpa Gohan thought that it was his last name, but he never really got a name. So yeah. So they would come out and Goku would ask who Raditz is. And Raditz would explain that he is his brother and he is the son of Gine and Bardock, the royal members of the family. And he would then bow to Kakarot, saying that he is the prince of the Saiyans. Now, Goku, this would be different. No, Goku would know that something happened to him while he was in space. Cause Bulma at some point would check over Kakarot's ship or Goku's ship and see that something went wrong before when Goku came to Earth. She would see that some circuits got loose and it hit Goku and it probably revolted his brain. So then Goku would ask him a question because ask Raditz a question because he knew something was wrong with him from the start, because you understand, right? So Goku would ask Raditz what was his initial intent of coming here before. What was he supposed to do? Raditz would then explain that Goku was sent here to destroy the planet or conquer the planet, depending on how he felt about it. He would then go on to explain that when Goku was a child, he was very unhinged, to the point where only his mother, and he would say Gini again, and this is what would trigger this is what would trigger Goku. Remember, I told you Goku loved the Gine, and that was no surprise. It was his mother. The only person that could calm him down instantly was Gine. And hearing her name would bring back some memories, and just like that, Goku would hold his head in pain, in unimaginable pain. Then he would see the flashes of his mother holding him, taking care of him, feeding him, feeding him, giving him food, teaching him Saiyan language, and Goku would now understand Saiyan language at this point, because if you did not watch the Super Broly movie, Goku was at least 5 before he left planet Vegeta. In this universe, is planet Sadala. And no, people commented about Piccolo and Piccolo's girlfriend. Since no one really gave me a name, I'm gonna keep calling her Piccolo's girlfriend. Now, Piccolo's girlfriend is. You all think that she is Piccolo's like sibling, which she technically is, and you say that Namekians can't, like, there's no. They're both male and female. They can create offspring by themselves. I know that. I really know that, but I really didn't want to use it. I really wanted my nigga Piccolo to have a girl, and I wanted it to be a Namekian, so debate me. Anyways, so when Goku accidentally put his key in one of the eggs, which if you were listening, you would realize I said at some point. Goku, or for some reason, when the key came into contact with the egg, and this was a mutated Namekian, so it was already fucked up. And originally it was supposed to be Piccolo's servant, but you know what happened? It changed its genetic makeup, giving it the genetic makeup of a female, and changing its whole origin from Piccolo to be a whole new Namekian. So when it hatched, it came with a girl Namekian instead of a baby, instead of what is it called now? Instead of boy Namekian or mutated Namekian. So she's a full Namekian but a girl, and she has a reproductive organ which is called the peach. I'm not gonna say this is not 18 only, so I will be recommended from saying shit like that on YouTube without classifying it as an 18 only nigga. Anyways, so Goku would, so if that's clear up, but they do not have any children yet, because I don't want them to have children yet. I want them to have children in like when Goten is around, because after Goku is Goten, and he's gonna be the main character after that. Because I hate what it did to Goten in what's called it. I hate what they did to Goten in like GT. They made him a bitch, and I didn't like that. Well, he became a disappointment just like Gohan, and I didn't like that either. Like, why is all of Goku's children becoming disappointment? But anyways, so now Raditz looks at the two Saiyans. One has blue hair, and the other Saiyan has black hair, and their tails are the same. But now remember, Gohan and Goku's potential are two different things. But here's some. Gohan can never be the same potential as Goku, or never be as strong as Goku. Remember when I told you Omni Key and Goku observed the Beerus Key? So kinda Gohan or who his name is, Bardock Jr. would be able to kinda could never defeat Goku. So that's what I just wanted to clear up. So Raditz would explain and tell him about Frieza and how Frieza destroyed their planet like a bitch. Anyways, because he was afraid of a Super Saiyan. Then it was really revealed that Beerus told him to destroy them. Oh my god. Anyways, so Goku decided to. He took in his brother, and because his memory surfaced, all of them. So he remembered what happened to his parents, and he wants to kill Frieza, but he knows he needs to train before this. So someone contacts Goku telepathically. Okay. Talks to Goku in his mind. I'm not saying that shit again. And it is our nigga King Kai. King Kai tells Goku to come out to the lookout. Not lookout, damn it. Come up to his planet. And Goku makes the Dragon Balls to go to King Kai's planet and train. But then he told them to go. He told Chi-Chi, Bulma, Goten, no, not Goten, Bardock Jr. I'm just gonna call him Bardock, and who his name is, and oh, Gohan to go in its spirit room on time. Also Piccolo and Piccolo's girlfriend. Actually, Piccolo's wife. What am I saying girlfriend for? Now, let me tell you about the reproductive system of the Namekian. So, you see, go Piccolo's child, if he makes a child with with what her name is now? Makes a child with his wife, the child will be exponentially stronger than a normal Namekian if it was birthed by one person. So he would gain the power level of, well, could reach the power level of two Namekians being one. So when Piccolo and his girlfriend have a child, he would have green hair and would instantly have the horns. Unlike his dad and his mom, they had to reach their perfect forms. And I decided a name on Piccolo's form where his hair splits out like a Super Saiyan. It is the Namekian perfect Namekian form. So his power level increases like 50 times. So it's the same power level of a Super Saiyan, but he can't go in it for too long. He's not gonna stomach for that. But Goku can still beat the fuck out of him. Anyway, so Goku goes to King Kai's planet and does the same training. But he can instantly go into can he can go up to infinity using Kaioken, and it won't take much strain off of his body. Because remember, I told you Goku is a deity. If you did not remember, I told you Goku went into Super Saiyan Rose, and you have to have deity ki naturally to get Super Saiyan Rose, if you remember properly. So this is where Vegeta and Nappa would come. Now, they did still talk about the Dragon Balls, and Raditz destroyed his scouter and got another scouter from Bulma, and a more advanced scouter, in fact. And he changed up his whole vibe. He kept his Saiyan armor, but he put on a black pants like his brother, and he wrapped his tail around his waist, and his hair is kinda in a slick back ponytail. So like, it's in a slick back ponytail, and he has a proper hairline. He doesn't have a McDonald's hairline like Vegeta. Damn God. Anyways, so he's been learning how to control his ki better, how to suppress his ki. He's been doing tricking with Piccolo, and he's been learning how to control his Ozaru form. So he's also in the remnant spirit on time too. He's learning how to use his form without his ape form or Ozaru form with learning how to control it. Vegeta never taught it, even though Raditz is a high class Saiyan. Vegeta never taught it to Raditz because he wanted to be elite and he wanted to be the only person that could control it. But Goku figured out to control it all on his own, and Raditz would be able to get like some power, like, so he could control his Ozaru form. He could. So his power level is a good 13,000. He's he's like 3 more times stronger than Nappa. So 3,000 times more power than Nappa. And he's not close to Vegeta. he's close to Vegeta, but not close to Vegeta in a way. Anyways, but Goku is perfecting his form, and he is training on Kaioken and Spirit Bomb. Remember, you have to be pure of heart to be um how do the Spirit Bomb. But to be honest, it's Goku pure heart. I made him write a Nimbus, so yeah, probably, maybe, yeah, maybe. Let's say yes. So Goku does have the Spirit Bomb, so like yeah. So then Goku teleports. Well, he's not running down Snake Way because they never did that after anybody got revived. So Goku just jumps off of Piccolo's he just flies his way back to Earth, right? You know, he goes back to I think it was the Judgment. He goes to Kami's lookout go and Gohan and Bardock know how to control the Ozaru forms, and they do have Saiyan armor on, but is Goku's original Saiyan armor. So they have a gold and black with black spandex under. So they had that pointed chest, the pointed shoulder plates thing. They have that, but Goku has the vest looking one. They have that though, and their teals are wrapped around their waist. And unlike Vegeta, which he has to waste his energy go, but I want to tell you about Gohan and Gohan and Bardock's power levels. Now, Gohan and Bardock's power level are way stronger. They are way stronger than both their uncle and Nappa, and they can probably beat Vegeta. Probably. If they teamed up, they could beat Vegeta. When Vegeta scouts their power and Gohan and Bardock powers up, the scouter kind of like nearly breaks, but it doesn't. So, because they're 8,880,000. So, unlike their father, there's not 999,000. One from a billion. One from a million, damn it. I don't know if that's right anymore. God damn it. Anyways, Goku, like always, appears at the last minute, but he's different. He has on his Saiyan armor. His Saiyan armor is gray, and the boots is like what Vegeta weared, and instead of white, what he had on his chest split was black and gold. His outfit was gray. What what Vegeta weared when he was when he was training with Whis in Dragon Ball Super, it was like that. But instead of the white he had on, all the white he had on was black, and everything that was like golden color was still gold color. So then they look at Goku's power level. Now Goku is still 1 billion, but he is 2 billion now. Now, when they scout, his base form is his base level is 2 billion. Then Goku says, "I give you two choices: surrender or die." Now, let's explain to Vegeta. Vegeta knows he's not the Prince of all Saiyans. There is an actual Prince of all Saiyans, which is Goku. He knows that, but his pride will gets in the way of admitting it. So he runs towards Goku. Goku then explodes in a blast of power, activating his Super Ozaru form, making his hair spike up and his eyes go golden. Well, his eyes go yellow. Goku says, I'll show you more of my power. And at this time, the scouter's head broke. And the only scouter that's still attached is Bardock Jr., Gohan, or Raditz. So yeah, Goku powers up even more, and he says, "This is Super Ozaru." He then screams again, "This is Super Ozaru Evolution," and this is Pseudo Super Saiyan. Yeah, I'm not giving him Super Saiyan yet, but like I said, overpowered Goku is coming soon. Like it's almost there. But if you remember a certain person unlocking potential, you know what I'm doing. Like, anyways, that was weird. Anyways, Goku decides he activates Pseudo Super Saiyan. His hair becomes a tint of red and black. His muscles bulge, but goes back into his original place, and his hair and the golden aura comes around him. Did you say Pseudo Super Saiyan? It's not Super Saiyan yet, but I'm close. Remember, there's still a limiter on Goku's abilities, so Goku technically could not achieve that form because I'm making him okay a plot. So Goku would disappear and his fist would be embedded into Vegeta's gut. And then Nappa would try to come, but then he would realize, wait, I saved the prince. Vegeta's not the prince. Raditz then remembers that Goku is the prince, and he just... But he's such a friend to, like, Vegeta. He starts fighting Goku. Goku's, like, not even trying with any of the two of them. They then pelt up then Vegeta tells tells, Nappa to throw a blood wave in the air. But then Goku says, y'all need a blood wave to transform. They then says yes, like all Saiyans need it. But then Goku's tails wags. Then white particles comes to Goku's tail. Then Goku's eyes turn pitch red. His fangs start to grow. Then Bardock Jr. Bardock Jr. Who his name is though? No. I'm not saying, no. Bulma's child from Goku is called Turbo. I'm gonna call him Turbo. So, like, yeah. Turbo, Gohan, and Raditz tail shines. All three of them. And they turn into the Ozaru forms. But Goku is a little different. His Ozaru form has a reddish tint to it, and it has a golden aura around it. Then Goku decides to get more power. Then Nappa throws the blood wave in the air, and they become gray apes. Goku punches Vegeta, sending him flying all across the battlefield. Then Goku flies towards Vegeta and starts beating him, not even letting him get up. And Raditz, damn it, Turbo goes to fight Nappa. And just in one blast, um Tarbell says Kame Hame. I'm not doing that. Um chose a Kamehameha at um what his name is at the Nappa. But let's go back to um Goku. Goku has Vegeta by his tail and flips him over, also pulling out Vegeta's tail in the Ozaru form and making Vegeta go back to his normal form. And Goku spears Vegeta and they go back to Kame House. And Vegeta and Bulma's sister gain a relationship, but we go back. So Frieza still heard about the Dragon Balls, but this time Piccolo didn't die, so Kami's still here, and yeah, that's some bullshit. But anyways, so they make the trip to go to Namek because they still need to stop Frieza, and Goku actually wants to murder Frieza. So they pack up, but Chi Chi and Bulma do not go. Chi Chi and Bulma are working on something. They are working on a transformation of sorts. Because Bulma's got enough intel and research to copy a certain ability, if you know what I mean. But Goku gets his own private ship, and Raditz, Tarbell, and Vegeta and Gohan are in their ship. Vegeta has a new pair of armor. He doesn't have that pointed shoulder plate thing he has. He has the vest like he had in canon. Like he got a vest, and Gohan and Tarbell got a vest chest plate armor just like their father. So did Raditz. But Raditz doesn't have a spandex under his body just exposed, and he's gained a relationship with what's her name? Bala. Launch. What's it? Is it Launch? Is it Launch? Guys, tell me if it's Launch. That's the name of the blue-haired girl that was in Dragon Ball but never showed up after that. Yo, they just forgot about Launch, low-key. Low-key, they just forgot about Launch. Anyways, so Raditz formed a relationship with Launch, and yeah. Now, they reach Frieza's planet, and they still stop the people, and they go to Elder Guru, and Gohan, Tarbell, and Raditz, and not Vegeta, get their potential unlocked, making them all be able to go to pseudo Super Saiyan and because they were very close to go to pseudo Super Saiyan, but they didn't. They just needed a little push. But yeah, they are in. They can go into pseudo Super Saiyan. Then it comes to Goku. When Guru does unlocks Goku's potential, one of Goku limiters broke. Now Goku has two limiters. This is his natural ability, and then there's the ability that he gained now before that, which includes God Key. So you'll see that later. Goku, for some reason, just feels the instinct to yell in rage. Goku yells, and his hairs go golden, and his eyes become blue. He goes into Super Saiyan 1, but he doesn't stop there. He yells again. Well, he yells even more, and his hair becomes more spikier, and his aura becomes stronger, and lightning starts surrounding. This is Super Saiyan 2. Then he yells even more, And there comes Super Saiyan 3. But then he feels another push. Then Goku yells again. Then he transfers into Super Saiyan 4. Now Goku is ready. But then he thinks that's the end of it, but that's not it. He then deforms from Super Saiyan 4 and then goes to his legendary Super Saiyan, where his hair goes green and his eyes become red. But he becomes instantly buff and goes kind of loses control, but then he holds on to his humanity. In his mind, he's fighting a him that's way stronger, but he decides to final flash Kamehameha and he defeats this person. Then his eyes become a glowing yellow, not like his normal yellow state. His eyes become glowing yellow, and his slit appears in them, enough to it to stand out from the green color. Then he yells again, and he goes into Berserk. Well, not Berserk. Well, he goes into Legendary Super Saiyan Evolution. Cause the names of the Legendary Super Saiyan is pretty confusing, so I'm just gonna say Evolution sometimes. Goes into Super Saiyan, Legendary Super Saiyan Evolution. Evolution 2, but yeah. Then he powers down back into his base form. Goku then sees the immense power he has. His power level is 45 quintillion. I think that's how it's pronounced. But we're gonna start using power levels from here because they get pretty much iffy from here. So, no power levels for Goku. So this is where Frieza goes on in the planet. Goku's objective is not to have the Dragon Balls because he doesn't need to wish back anyone from canon anyways. He doesn't need to wish back anyone, so yeah. And this might be the finale because I believe I'm gonna finish it off here. It's only gonna be 2 parts of this because I just want to get. But the next Goku What If is gonna be on what if Goku landed on Vampa, or if he had Omni Key. So yeah, and a lot of things gonna be happening. So just sit back, relax, and take a chill. Let's get into this video. So he goes and sees Frieza. He's angry. He wants to last out his fight. He goes into his. Let's say he goes into Super Saiyan, and he says, "Frieza, this was the power that you were afraid for, Frieza. Come for me." And Goku and Frieza instantly transportates into his what's it called now? Into his what's evolution form? His final form. When he activates his final form, he goes to fight Goku, but he's no match. He goes to 100%, and he's no match. But he fails a push. Then he decides to take that push to its limit. And his arms become golden. His legs become golden. But his whole body doesn't become golden. His eyes become golden overall. And he rushes towards Goku. No, he actually starts to push Goku. Then Goku says, enough. And he goes into Super Saiyan 4 and says, Dragon Fist. Final Flash Kamehameha Wave. And a blue dragon. It's not Dragon Fist, but it's a combination between all 2 of the techniques. So a dragon shoot out of the Kamehameha with yellow rings around the dragon come out and completely obliterate Frieza. So there's no Mecha Frieza because Frieza's dust, he's gone. But it accidentally hit Namek, and it kind of destroys the core, and it has like 10 minutes to like get off that planet. I'm giving him more time. So they did gather the Dragon Balls and they did wish everyone except Goku to get off the planet. And everyone did, and they transported them to Earth. Even the animals and stuff, but they go into the water. And some start running around and stuff. But anyways, Namek is exploding and Naruto and Goku goes into his ship. And he throws the other ship back to the direction of Earth. So it's gonna hit Earth at some point, but Goku goes and he takes in random coordinates and he blasts off. But this time he did go to planet Yard Rat or whatever. So we're gonna time skip until Goku. A year passed and they did try to wish back Goku, but Goku said he'd come back on his own, and they understood. So they would just like go. Since Chi-Chi would be more relaxed, since she doesn't have anything to worry about like bills and other petty stuff like that. Well, it's not petty, but stuff that would stress you out. She wouldn't have to worry about none of that. Then a year would pass and Goku would come. This was the day Goku was supposed to come back. But King Cold would still come. Although Frieza isn't there, King Cold would come and he would try to defeat. He would go to defeat the Z Fighters and kill Goku. But when Goku arrived, but before Goku to come there, a person with purple hair? No, blue hair. I'm keeping it blue. Blue hair came down and sliced King Cold in half. Then he said Goku was gonna appear in 1, 2, 3, and as he said that, Goku's ship landed. Goku stepped out in his Saiyan armor, looking better than ever, with his scolder on, and he tapped his wrist, and the suit went back into it went back into his gi, and he said, "What's up, guys?" And everyone ran, even Bulma and was there. Let's see if she's there, but Chi-Chi was home. She was sick and from training for something. I'll tell you about it later. And Bulma got even more information for what she needed. So yeah. So they would go. So when Bulma ran up to Goku, Goku caught her and they made out and kissed. But remember, Bulma still looks like she looks like Goku's age. So remember, she's not aging as she would. And remember, Chi-Chi's mother is alive. So Gohan is technically a prince. So yeah. Well, Gohan and Tarbell is a prince because Goku is the prince of the Saiyans. Tarbell is one of Goku's children. Gohan is a prince too, and he's a prince of the Saiyans. But to be honest, Goku's Bulma and the Son family, or Kakarot family, is the richest family in the world because they introduced new technology and all of that, and Goku is regarded as the strongest fighter in the world, which he also brings in that bank. But although Goku has not fought in years, people have never forgot his show of power, so they still regard him as that. But Satan is a good second, and he still get paid the same. But yeah. Goku does what he does, and Trunks is surprised to see that Bulma kissed Goku because this is still the alternate version life because they never got together in their universe. he must have changed something, but then he realized he didn't. He didn't change anything. So he then told Goku he wants to talk to him real quick. Goku says alright, and they go off to talk. And Trunks explains everything and gives him the medicine to go. But this time he would tell like he could tell them because it was obvious him and it was Vegeta and her and Bulma's sister that was getting together, and it never happened here. So Goku could tell them what Trunks was and who he was. He was from the future, who parents he was supposed to be. And Bulma got a green thing on her face, being sick of the point of actually wanting to date Vegeta. So yeah, and Vegeta didn't give a fuck. So yeah. Anyways, they went, but this time Bulma did made Goku take a scan of his body or X-ray. But then they found something weird, like really weird. Goku's heart was white, and it was had purple veins on it. They first um thought it was because of the virus, but then they look back on some of Goku's ultrasound X-rays again, and then they see it's always been like that. And Trunks said it appeared not too long before he came. So Goku technically, this is where the Omni King's power and Beerus's power is being stored in his heart. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah, like so yeah, Goku decides. So they went into the ultrasound. They realized that there was nothing wrong with Goku. So they think it's just a mutation of where all his power come from, which was kind of true, but kind of not. So now I need to specify something important, kind of. No, what? Scratch it. It's actually very important. You see, technically, since that, since I'm what like, since I am saying Trunks is from from a different timeline where Bulma and Vegeta got together um and um and and what's her name now? And Goku and Chi Chi get together alone. Um, I'm gonna Cell will not be as strong as Goku, or nearly as strong as Goku, because remember that Cell kinda like never got this Goku cells because they were two different timelines. I'll explain it like in a later date, but like yeah. So so yeah, like they can't have done anything. So Goku can like wreck Cell in his perfect form, but that's why I'm creating an extra android. So 3 years passed and everybody's trained. I'm just gonna start the stats. Um, who's his name is? Gohan and Tarbell achieved Super Saiyan 2. Violet achieved Super Saiyan 2. And Vegeta achieved Super Saiyan 2. And they're never gonna get Super Saiyan 3 because only Goku really used Super Saiyan 3 or learned it. But yeah. And Goku's been training on more of his Saiyan, like Saiyan power, not trying to get a new form. He's been like training to how to like do stuff, and Goku is trying to test Cell against Cell, so he can technically. So yeah, and this is where what who was talking about now? So Goku was trying to like improve on his farms. You'll find so he wants to test it against Cell, right? So this is where Dr. Gero and Android 19, no, Android numberless Android because he doesn't have a number, comes to destroy South City. I think it was South City. Anyways, they come to destroy there, and the Z Fighters come and everything. They talk about they didn't been researching, but then they ask if they know about Super Saiyan. They say Super what? And they activate Super Saiyan. Do you know about Super Saiyan 2? They activate Super Saiyan 2. Do you know about Super Saiyan 3? Goku activates Super Saiyan 3. Do you know about Super Saiyan 4? They Goku activates Super Saiyan 4. Do you know what's Legendary Super Saiyan? Goku use Legendary Super Saiyan. Do you know Legendary Super Saiyan Evolution? Goku activates Super Saiyan Evolution. Yeah, it's an right? Anyways, Goku fight Cell. So no, they destroy Android 819. No, Android name numberless Android, and they were going to kill Jero, but he escaped and went to his base where he got like Android 18, 19, and 17 and Android 20. Wait, Android 16. He activated Android 16, saying that Goku was so powerful. Now, they still kill Dr. Gero, but let me go over Android 19. Android 19 is like basically a carbon copy of Android 18. I think it was 18. No, Android 17. Wait, which one is Android 17? Fuck. I think Android 17 was the boy. No, I think Android 17 was the girl. Or Android 17 is the girl. She basically looks like her, but she has black hair. So that's like the only difference between them. They all run out, they all go and they find Goku. But when Android 17 sees Goku, she gets a blush on his face because she remembers that face. She flies over to Goku. She flies over to Goku and she goes into Goku's arms. Well, she flies into Goku anyways. And Goku wraps his hand around her waist and Android 17 kisses Goku. Now, if you didn't watch part 1, you will not understand what's happening, so go back and watch it. So, let's say Bulma and Chi-Chi are watching, and they understand because, like I said, Goku told them. And they'll understand that is Android 17. So, yeah. If you do not understand what's going on, you have not watched part 1, so you will not know what's going on. Now, when Android 19 and 17, 18 saw this, they were angry, but they didn't really care. They were meh. And Android 17 fights Vegeta, and Vegeta rocks his lights out. Uh, They kind of get beat. But only one that didn't get beat is Android 17, because she's like still kind of making out with Goku. The whole fight, they were just like making out the whole time. So like yeah, and Android 19 still likes Krillin. So yeah, but then Cell's bitch ass appears, and he observes 17, 8, 17, 19, and 18, becoming his perfect self. Now you see, since they can't sense the energy of androids, it would kind of be impossible. So Goku would be really angry, and he would try his new form. He would yell. He would yell furiously. He would say, "Legendary Super Saiyan Evolution, Super Saiyan 4." And Goku would bust in a green aura. His hair would be green. It would be just like a Super Saiyan aura. Well, Super Saiyan. His just like a Super Saiyan 4 here. His eyes would be golden yellow, glowing. His body fur, which we happen in Super Saiyan 4, would be green. His pants would be black, and his shoes would be black. Goku would look at Cell, and just of a movement, punch Cell in the gut, making him spit out Android 18, 19, and 17. Ultimately force him back to his imperfect self. And Goku would do a final Flash Kamehameha wave. Now we time skip about a month, and Goku did the nastiest. Like, well, Chi Bulma and gave Goku some of well, Bulma made a drink that could intoxicate Goku, because if you don't know, Goku technically cannot get drunk, technically. So Goku did not get drunk. He got drunk, and they gave, and they did a nasty, like, anyways. But the Supreme Kai would visit Goku one day and tell him about training, and Goku would do training with King Kai of the Supreme Kai, and they would leave. Naruto would tell his wives, and they would understand, and Goku would leave. When Goku, but a few people would be born in this time. Radish. I think it was Radish. Radish. Not Raditz. Radish would be born. The child of Raditz and the launch. The other child would be Piccolo and Piccolo's girlfriend, since y'all niggas still didn't give me a name. Sorry. Still didn't give me a name, so I cannot name her anything in particular. So, yeah. Then, Gohan and Turbo would grow up to teens, but Gohan would still get with Fidel, but like, but whose name is though? Turbo would get with who his name is, would get with the yellow haired girl that had like Gohan in the anime, the yellow haired girl that we see. Yeah, that her. She would get with Turbo. So they would go. And the 7th martial arts tournament the martial arts tournament would happen. This is the day where Goku's coming back, and they know it. But to be honest, if Goku knew that he was gonna have the surprise that he was gonna get, he would have come back way earlier. But anyways, Goku would appear in the stands, and everybody would have been waiting on him. And you would see Goku Goku fighting, or not fighting, Goku appearing in appearing. When he appeared, he saw Android 16, Bulma. He saw everyone, but he saw people hiding behind Bulma, um, um, hiding behind Bulma, Android 16, um, and Chi Chi. These people are. So then, one step. So then Goku asks them, "Who's that behind them?" And then Chi Chi, Bulma, and Android 16 says his children. Now Goku's shocked at this because he don't remember doing anything. But then he remembers a night where he, for some reason, got knocked out, and he couldn't remember anything after that. Then Bulma, Chi Chi, and Android 16 introduces the children. The first one is Gine Jr. She looks exactly like Gine, but has on Naruto's like gi. Not Naruto's gi, Goku's gi that I explained. The other one is Bardock Jr., which he looks like gold. He looks like Trunks with black hair and kind of purple eyes from Bulma. So yeah. Then other one is Goten, the only canon person there. Only canon person. Goten. But Goten looks exactly like Naruto, and from birth, he had 999,000. So he's exactly like Goku. That's why he's gonna take the mantle of the strongest. The strongest after Goku retires, and does what I want to do with Goku. So like, yeah. I say finale, right? But it's technically not gonna be a finale, but I'm gonna make it some more parts. But anyways, so Goku decides. So they enter the tournament. The first up is Bulma, Chi Chi, and Android 19, Android 16. They all looked at Goku and they nod their head. They all charge up their key. They all says the same word. Super Saiyan imitation form. Then their hair spikes up like a Super Saiyan, but stay in their original color. A white aura appears around them, and their power rise of by 50 times. Now remember when I told you Bulma was analyzing Goku and analyzing everything that Goku did? She was analyzing the pseudo Super Saiyan and analyzing the Super Saiyan by hearing what um Terrible and Terrible and Terrible and Gohan. So like they know about it. So then they start fighting. But obviously this relies on energy, and guess who has infinite energy? Android 16. They put up a good fight, but ultimately they get beaten by Android 18 since she can stay in the form way longer than they can. Actually, she can stay in the form for infinity if needed. But it would take strain on her body, so she wouldn't do that really. So next fight would be Raditz against her, and Raditz would win. The other fight would be Raditz against Vegeta, and Vegeta would win. Then it would be fight between Vegeta and Piccolo would win. Then it would be a fight between Piccolo. Then it would be between a fight between Piccolo and Goku. Now Goku would one shot Piccolo. There's no king of that. Goku's been training with King, well, not King Kai, Supreme Kai, like, and he has Tara earrings on him already, and they already know it's not gonna work for mortals like that. They're not gonna fuse permanently. They're gonna fuse for a period of time, so they already know that. So I'm gonna cut this off short. I'm not gonna do a finale, but I promise you guys I'll do a finale tomorrow, or I'm just not gonna upload this and then like do the next part tomorrow, and then do a new what if after I done that. But this is where Boo comes, and that's where I'm gonna leave you off, guys. See you. Have a good day. Bye.